This is Julie with CanIEatHere.com, and recently I did a blog post that talked about maybe I was possibly glutening myself. And so I decided that I was going to test some things out at home with these easy gluten kits. So that's what we're doing today. I have a girlfriend whose daughter was really sick, and all they could really attribute it to was the rolled oats, and she has celiac disease now. We all know the problem with the whole oat situation. And if you don't, you're going to want to check out the post about that. But, so we're going to do the old-fashioned rolled oats by Bob's Red Mill. We're going to test them for gluten. And we are also going to do the quick cooking oats by Bob's Red Mill. So let's get on with it and start with step one. Okay, so the first step is to take a teaspoon of our sample, and we're going to place it in this clear solution here. So let's go ahead and get that started. Pop the lid here. I have my assistant here who's going to hold that lid for me. His hands are also clean. Make sure your hands are clean, I think, so we can get a good sampling. And we're going to measure out about a teaspoon of this and pour it in there. So after you get your sample in there, we are going to go ahead, and all you do is you just turn it upside down. Okay? And then you give that about 2 minutes of sitting there upside down. And you let the contents kind of settle up to the bottom for approximately 5 minutes. So now that the 5 minutes has elapsed, you can see that there's a water and that the actual food particles have settled to the bottom. We're going to take 10 drops out of that part of the water to put in our test tube. I think I'm just going to actually just suck some of it up here. Okay, and then from that, we take our test tube and we drop 10 drops in there. I'm not sure it matters, it has to be exactly 10 drops, but we're going to find out. So I now have this test tube, and it has we're going to open up the foil packet that comes in our little kit. And we are going to remove it. And we're going to insert it into the test tube. Do you see these arrows pointing down? We're just going to insert it right into the test tube like that. And it slowly, you can see it's kind of getting wet, or the stick is it's sucking up the wetness so that it's going to give us a little reading as to the levels of gluten, which we all know Bob's Red Mill will have no gluten, so I'm not worried about this. It's more an experiment than anything. So our 10 minutes has elapsed, and we are going to take out the little blue strip here. And over on the directions, see, we're going to lay this down next to it, and we're going to see which one that it matches up with. So it matches up with the last one over here. Sorry, this is a little shaky. And that comes out completely negative, which doesn't surprise me in the least. So now let's go ahead and do the quick cooking oats. Probably going to have the exact same result, but we're going to do it for the experimental purposes anyway. Okay, so we've gone ahead and done our second test, and now we have we're going to go ahead and repeat our step where we just stick our little strip arrows down, of course. Oop, no, I forgot a step. we need to put just 10 drops. Okay. And we're going to go ahead, as you can see here, and put the testing strip in the test tube, like so. The arrow's pointing down. And we don't want to disturb it too much. Oops. Oops. Dang it. Okay, so now it's stable, and we are going to let that soak, get all soaked up there. And in about 10 minutes, we should have our results on our quick cooking oats from Bob's Red Mill. So as you can see, it is negative, and we give a big thumbs up to Bob's Red Mill. This is our second sample of Bob's Red Mill. This was the quick cooking oats. So what is the deal with celiac disease and oats? Check out my blog post below if you want to know more information about that.